I want to start with a little story, and it's called The Boy and the Flag. In a small town on the 4th of July, a little boy named Leo stood on the sidewalk with a tiny paper flag, and he was watching the parade, his eyes wide with wonder, when he noticed an elderly man trying to make his way carrying a lawn chair across the grass. Without a word, Leo handed the paper flag to his mom, and he went over to help the older man. The man gratefully accepted Leo's help, and together they found a shady spot. And after setting up the chair, Leo turned to leave. But the man stopped him and said, "Young man, you are what freedom looks like. Not the parades, not the speeches. Freedom is being free to care." Later, when Leo asked his mom what that meant, she simply said, "He meant that staying human, Leo, is the best way to be truly free." Staying human is the best way to be truly free. As you can see, the title that I chose for the talk today. But a lot of times my titles come, and this one did, from a movie documentary. Am I saying this right? Is there such a word now as docu-movie? Did I just make that up? I like it. A docu-movie. And it was by the singer-songwriter Michael Franti. Anybody know him? Oh, if you don't, start following his music. He was a rebel back in the 70s, and his music was very much protesting, not in a positive way. But as life has happened to him and he has traveled, he has turned his music into heart-centered music. And his focus is on staying human. There is a documentary, look it up. I'm telling you, it's on YouTube. Stay Human. Can you remember that? It's all you got to search on YouTube. Stay Human. You will absolutely love it. It's kid-friendly. Kids will get the message. It's for all ages. And it is so heartwarming and tells you about holding on to hope. Holding on to hope. So through that video, then I started searching and found all kinds of quotes, because I realized through that video that freedom has a much deeper meaning than just what we think about freedom, living in our country, living in a free democracy. It has way deeper meaning. And so I want to share this one by Desmond Tutu. Most of you know he was the Archbishop of Africa, and he made his transition, but I love what this says. One of the sayings in our country, in Africa, is Ubuntu, the essence of being human. Ubuntu. Ubuntu speaks particularly about the fact that you can't exist as a human being in isolation. It speaks about our interconnectedness. You can't be human all by yourself. And when you have this quality of Ubuntu, you are known for your generosity. We think of ourselves far too frequently, as he went on to say, as just individuals, separated from one another. Whereas you are connected, and what you do affects the whole world. When you do well, it spreads out. It is for the whole of humanity. We celebrate freedom not by only fireworks, but we celebrate freedom by how we treat each other. Think about that. Taking you a little bit deeper here with freedom. In a world that often hardens us, and sometimes I know that the news can harden me a little bit, but staying human is about staying soft, about staying kind, staying open, and staying brave. It's not easy being human sometimes, is it? No, think about it. It's not. We have pain, we have sorrow, right? But we also have joy. We have our smiles to share with each other. Desmond Tutu says, you can't be human all by yourself. You can't. If you don't share your humanity. I want you to look at what Apostle Paul says in Galatians about the meaning of freedom. For you were called to freedom, brothers and sisters. Do not use your freedom as an opportunity for self-indulgence, but through love, become slaves to one another. What does that mean? Through love, become slaves to one another. I see this more as this picture right here. Help each other up. And let us keep paying attention to one another. It's hard to read some of that writing. Let us keep paying attention. This comes out of Hebrews. To one another in order to spur each other on to love and good deeds. People, it is not that hard. It is not that hard. Michael and I went to Walmart yesterday morning. You know, I'm going to start a series. It may not happen until September, but I swear to goodness, I'm going to start a series on I found God at Walmart. You know I've done it before, right? If those of you who have been following me for a while, I continue to find God at Walmart. But you got to be looking for him. Him, her, it. You got to be looking for God because God is all over the place. Now, sometimes God shows up as this. Cashier. I'm imitating a cashier. In case you didn't get it. Marks on it. Yep. And then all you do is say, how do I pronounce your name? How do you think you pronounce it? Ubishia? Well, you'll have to come back in my lane to find out if you got it correct. I'm like, what if I don't come back and see you again? I want to know I got it right. She goes, I don't think I'm going to tell you. I said, Ubishua. Tell me. She goes, Ubishua. I said, I had it right. You should have seen her. From this to, I don't think I'm going to tell you. It's not that hard. Then I go as we're leaving, 3 cashiers down is this woman. I'm telling you, she's got her hair, she got it in an afro, but it's so well done, right? And she's got all these, I don't know if they're Walmart awards or her thing is to just decorate her vest with jewelry, pins, right? I haven't had time I don't want to stare at her, right? But anyway, as I'm going by her checkout, I said, there's the friendliest cashier in Walmart. Then as I leave, here comes our typical Walmart greeter, and it's a gentleman, and he tries so hard, even though he's confided in me that he can't wait till the day he can retire from here. But he all the time would say, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Walmart, right? So now he's coming in on what do you call the scooters for the people that need scooters? He's driving it in from the parking lot. And I said, hey, all I have to do is say, hey. He goes, hi. And he's hugging me from his scooter, right? I'm telling you, I am going to do a series on how you find God at Walmart. But they're at Kroger. They're everywhere. But you've got to take time to because people are, you know it. You know it. They're walking around like zombies. They're afraid to look at you in the eye. There's this non-trust going on. And so I'm just telling you that this stuff works if you work it. And it does take work. I could definitely walk through Walmart unconscious. What fun is that? Really? I could not hug a signal person in Walmart. But for Kathy, what fun is that? You all know me, right? There was a teen cleanup, during a neighborhood cleanup after the 4th of July fireworks. It was the next morning. And a teen boy was up early, and he started picking up all the debris around the fireworks area all by himself early in the morning. And a passerby asked the boy, he said, "Why are you doing this when nobody else is out here helping you?" And the kid said, "Because I live here. And if freedom means anything, it's about taking care of what is ours, not just what's mine." The passerby said, "That's the most patriotic thing I've heard in years." Freedom. Freedom. What does freedom mean to you? Seriously, I'm asking this. Anybody? What does freedom mean to you? Choices. Is that what you said too? Choices. Freedom of choice. Aren't we blessed with that? Some people are not. They don't have those choices right now. But yet, if you go a little deeper, they do have choices. They have choices about what we hold in our mind, right? No matter what. What else does freedom mean to you? To be myself, yes. All the time. Liberating responsibility. Ooh, I like that too. So when you think about it, there's a lot of ways to think about freedom, isn't there? Eric Butterworth, who's one of our famous authors, has a slide. The freedom we seek is not outside of ourselves, but in the realization of our own spiritual nature. That's a deep thought. Freedom we seek is not outside ourselves, but in the realization of our own spiritual nature. There's where freedom truly lies. It's in your spiritual nature. And then, of course, I got one from Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder of Unity. The real freedom is found in our own consciousness. When we know we are one with the source of all good. Okay, do you believe that? Do you believe that the source of you is all good? I hope that's true. I want to say I do believe that most of the time, but not all the time, because sometimes I don't feel so good about myself. Sometimes, I'll give you I always tell on myself. Give an example. I think 2 weekends ago, or maybe it was last weekend, I had funeral, weddings, baptism, and it's hot, and it's doing an outdoor wedding, and everything's beautiful, went really well. This was down at Richwood on the river. So it was big event outdoors. Colleen Sutton, one of our congregants here, owns it. And so I'm doing their wedding, and it's everything was going perfect. So now it's time to turn the couple around. And it is my great privilege to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan and guess whose name comes to mind? The maid of honor. Okay, now they're in all rights. The bride's name was Brianna, and her best friend's name is Adriana. And they kept saying to me, Brianna, Adriana, Brianna, Adriana. So I say Mr. and Mrs. Ryan and Adriana, and everybody goes, no! There's 150 people in attendance. And bridesmaid over here is like, oh, no, no. And I'm like, so you know me, think quick on my feet. I go, did you put me up to this? I had to do something to cause laughter, right? Because I wanted to crawl in a hole and die. So sometimes I don't feel, it took me 2.5 days to get over it. How could I do this? How could I be so stupid? I should give them their money back. How could I do this? Colleen's never going to ask me to do a wedding again. How can I? I'm driving home an hour and a half. How could I be so stupid? Anybody relate? In some way, shape, or form in your life, I'm not alone in this, right? That was a biggie. Oh, gee. Right? Oh. So I want to believe this statement. And I do 95% of the time. But there's that 5% that holds on for days and says, how can I be the source of all good and make a stupid mistake like that? Oh, God. You should have seen the bride and groom. You should have seen them. All right, I got them here. And they turn around like, no. I'll never forget their faces in my mind, right? Oh, let's go to I don't know if I have this one. Oh, not yet. Derek, back that up again, please. Thank you. I picked this one out of my own on Colossians. It says, above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. Above all, clothe yourself in love. So what did I have to do? I had to do a lot of self-talk on being kinder to myself. Kathy, everybody makes mistakes. Kathy, you were on overload. Kathy, you're never going to go and do a wedding and not repeat the names 50 times before the wedding starts, right? I mean, it's self-care. Fixing what didn't work. That's what we do around here. When after an event, we have meetings of what worked and not what didn't work. We do what worked, what needs improvement. I say this to everybody on the Sunday service team. Watch the Sunday service afterwards, because you've all had actual stuff that you've had hands-on in the service. And I say, watch it, and watch it with what worked and what needs improvement. Not, oh my God, I can't believe I missed that key. Oh, I didn't follow Yvette. Oh, I made a boo-boo, right? No, we learn from it. It's what we learn from it. There is, I want to tell you, I was thinking about this morning. I want to tell you how our congregation shows up as humans. Last week, wasn't it? Last week was Juneteenth, right? That we celebrated Juneteenth. All right. So many of you don't know, but the musicians show up early. So we got Yvette, we got Angie, Marcy, Bobby, Leslie, and they are meeting for the first time, and they are rehearsing what they're going to do for Sunday. We've got the PowerPoint people, the camera that broadcasts to you, Facebook audience, and then eventually goes over to YouTube as well, so you can watch. There's people behind the scenes creating this. There's lots of behind the scenes communications on Saturday nights. We have a soundboard person that's there keeping microphones balanced as best they can, and trying to get people not to turn a microphone off and do the, hello, is that on, right? Okay, these are all things. Then downstairs, you've got a fellowship team. These are all volunteers that they're downstairs preparing food because they really want you to come down and have coffee and tea and meet each other. So there's all of this. There is also chaplains spread around this congregation. Not only do we have a chaplain for the day, but we have chaplains all over in this congregation, and they have their eyes and ears open. And when there is someone that they feel might be hurting, or someone's new and they came in looking a little troubled, they go to each other and say, and they'll say to me, we care, right? So we say, there's a new person over there and I think there's something, something's going on. Or, I noticed somebody is crying. I'm going to preface something. First time I came here, I bawled my eyes out. Nobody asked me what was wrong. And nobody here will ask you what is wrong. We know better because we probably have been in your shoes coming in these doors. And it's not that we need to know your business. We just want you to know that we're here for you. And if there's anything we can do for you, call Reverend Kathy or let the chaplains know. So I'm just telling you how I see our human family here in this church showing up as humans, showing up as good humans, caring and loving for each other, and being, I'm going to go to that next slide because I'll start to cry when I think about it, because this is how blessed we are as a congregation. And many people will tell you who go to other Unity churches when they travel, and they will say, it was good, but man, wasn't like ours. And so we're all doing something right here as a human family. That slide there, now I don't know if you can read that or not. When people forget humanity, remind them of it. Not by reflecting the same energy, but by radiating even more of humanity. Just like that little boy helping the man, with the elderly man with the chair, or seeing someone sad in Walmart and getting that $5 discount bouquet of flowers and then going and finding them and just giving it to them. That's how we show up, not with the same energy like, oh, what's the matter with her, right? And he's smiling. He's a jerk, right? Oh, come on, you say it in your mind. I know, right? Let's go to the next one there. I love this one. We have much to do together. Let us do it in wisdom and love and joy. Let us make this the human experience. Oh, let us do it in wisdom and love and joy. Let us make that our human experience. I have some affirmations I'd like you to say after me. We stay human, choosing compassion over fear. We stay human, choosing compassion over fear. We stay human, choosing hope over despair. Choosing hope over despair. We stay human, choosing justice over silence. We stay human, choosing justice over silence. We stay human, choosing connection over isolation. Stay human, choosing connection over isolation. We stay human. We stay human. We stay free. We stay in love. Let's do the affirmation for today. Oh, Yes, look at that one. Do you recognize that? What is it? Last part of the prayer for protection that we say, right? So if you really believe this, then what have you got to fear? Right? Wherever I was in that wedding, God is and all is well. Oh, I don't think so. It's okay. Keep doing it until it rings true to you, right? So with that, what else do I want to say? Let's say it together. Today, I claim the freedom to love, to forgive, and to grow. To love, to forgive, and to grow. Amen. Namaste. The free and unlimited me, that Christ unlimited in me, truly sees and honors that Christ and that freedom in each and every single one of you. Namaste.